What about making your sound better?
So we'll start by recreating this sound. So as you can see, I used bipole harmonic, used asymmetrical plus minus warping, and a lot of distortion and multiband compression. So now you'll see how you can get this sound. We'll go to our... So for oscillator B, we're using an analog PD sine, and for oscillator A, we're using bipole harmonic. Oscillator B's wavetable position is going all the way up, and we're going to be pulling the level down, and we'll use frequency modulation from B. On oscillator A, we'll pull it to about 50% and pull the filter on, route it to A and B, and pull the cutoff all the way down. Put the LFO1 mode on trigger, and we can use this shape and just route it to the cutoff. Pull oscillator A 2 octaves down. And use LFO1 to route it to the frequency modulation. Use the warping slightly on the frequency modulation. And use asymmetrical plus minus warping on oscillator B. Pull the percentage up to about -80. And now we can start applying the distortion, diode 1. This is about right. And the multiband compressor. And now we'll tweak the warping mode of oscillator B. And now we can see we have a lot of that fuzz in the high end, so we'll pull the cutoff a bit down and close up the filter. And that's how it sounds now. So now we can go through this sound. As you can see, I used analog PD sine as always. I used for oscillator B one of the FFT wavetables. For distortion, I used diode 1, compressor, which doesn't do anything, a lot of EQing, and that's it. And I also drew a different pattern in LFO1. So let's start off by recreating it. We'll use analog PD sine for oscillator A. And for oscillator B, under digital, you'll find one of the FFT wavetables, add thirds, and pull its wavetable position all the way up. Both oscillators are going 2 octaves down, and the volume of oscillator B is going all the way down. And now we can use frequency modulation. So we'll just stop there and start drawing the LFO1 pattern. I will hold Alt, so the dot will clip to the grid lines. Now we'll add something else. And I think it looked like this. Okay, so now we can add the filter, route it to A and B, cut off all the way down, and route LFO1 to it. So route LFO1, put the trigger mode on obviously, and route LFO1 to the frequency modulation. Now we're going to fine tune how much we'll need it. And that's about perfect. Now we can add some distortion. And an EQ. Boost a lot the highs and mids. And pull the master up. Now using different distortion, will give you different results. Also, automating the distortion is a good thing to do. As you can see, it adds a different flavor to the sound. So now let's just get into the next sound. As you can see, it's pretty similar to the previous one. So let's just get into it. For oscillator A, I used analog B design, and for oscillator B, I used the smoothie, but as you can see, I don't have it right now, so we can use crush rub, which looks pretty similar to it. Pull it 2 octaves down also. Route the filter, same as before, A and B, draw the shape, hold Alt while you're doing it. Route it to the LFO, to the warping mode of oscillator A, use frequency modulation, and pull this level all the way down. So now we can add some distortion and EQ, boost the highs and mids. As you can see, every different wavetable will give you a different result. So this is one of my favorite sounds also. So as you can see, the only thing different here is the wavetable, the rate of the LFO, and the distortion. So let's just go and do it. Analog B design for oscillator A, and for oscillator B, I used digital 5 and pulled it 2 octaves down. Use the filter, route it to A and B. Now this is a weirder shape, as you saw. It looks something like this. Put the rate to 1/8, route it to LFO1. Pull the level of oscillator B all the way down, and we can use frequency modulation. And now let's just use asymmetrical distortion and an EQ. Boost the highs and mids. And that's that sound. So let's try some different distortions. So as you can see, some distortions give it a different flavor, some give it an awful flavor, but it's yours to choose. So that will be it for the sound design of this track. Thank you for joining me, and in the next video I will be explaining how I mixed it and mastered it.